Hi there. Today is December 23rd. And I've just been struggling with my hair today, so I, I just put it up. And I'm just like, oh my god, what the fuck kind of hairdo is this? I love it. It's like the Wendy Lou Who design. Oh gosh. Anyway, I really don't know how anybody's gonna watch a video that I make today with this hairdo and take it any kind of seriously, but I guess that's a point of my video today is how we really take life so seriously. And I keep catching myself doing it. And how important it is to play with no purpose and how really important it is to play with no purpose. I just did a podcast with my friend Cody, and it was just such a beautiful, beautiful experience to sit with such a wonderful person and just have a heartfelt conversation about life and healing and just really about life. And, he asked me some really deep questions about my journey and my healing. And it's brought up a lot, actually. Like, I'm just feeling kind of like I just jumped into this washing machine. And what that means to me is there's just a lot of things that are being triggered right now. Talking about my cancer journeys and losing my mom and all of the things in between. So, what really came out of the podcast is me being more clear on what I'm here to share, what I'm here to do. And what that is to really help people into their hearts. And the reason I'm so drawn to helping people into their hearts is because your heart is the doorway to spirit. And to me, spirit is love, joy, peace, and truth. And obviously, many other things in the Bible. It says the Holy Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control. Basically, everything based in love is spirit, and everything else is fear. And they used to call it the devil, they used to call it evil. I don't believe in that. I believe that anything that is not love is fear. And it's fear that is programmed within us. And so when we believe those thoughts, what we're doing is we're turning from our divine purpose. I call them our divine parents, from the creator, from the truth, from love, from peace. So we can do it as long as we want. Every once in a while I get a glimpse of my hair. I really should fucking patent this hairdo. If I could recreate this every day, I would be happy. Um Everything that is wonderful is based in love. And everything that prevents us from finding that is based in fear. And it's just so interesting that our beliefs is where our thoughts come from, and our thoughts are what generate our emotions. So what I was saying to my friend Cody today is, it's such a great time for us to become observers. We used to believe these I can't do this and I can't do that and I'm not good enough, and whatever it is that our thoughts tell us. Like, who are you to start a business? Who are you to think you're going to succeed? All of this stuff. But at some point, I feel we all start to like question it and be like, why am I thinking that? And not with the intent to find the answer even. Because when we try to find the answer, sometimes that leads us down a rabbit hole. But when we all start to have these conversations, we're bringing this all to light. And when we're bringing it to light, it's like, oh, yeah, good point. Like, why would I think that I shouldn't have a successful business? Why would I think that people wouldn't want to be on my podcast? Why would I think that I can't make a living doing what I love? It's like when we start to question it, suddenly we get to see through it. And when we start to see through it, what we see is these are just beliefs. These are things that I've been programmed with, programmed by, and limited by. These are the limits we set for ourselves. My friend Cody has this beautiful business, and all of his stuff is called Limitless Gear. His message is that life is limitless, and it is. It's just that we limit it by believing the thoughts that are not true. And so, what I really feel like my message is to put your hand on your heart and feel what shows up. And there's going to be pain. The thing is, I keep talking about this door to spirit where we experience love and joy and peace and truth. But in order to get there, we've got to walk through a shit ton of pain. Because when we become still and silent, that's when the pain shows up. That's when the thoughts start to show themselves. But we're not meant to believe it, and we're not meant to run from the pain. Pain actually means pay attention inward now. Feel it. And feel it and feel it and feel it like it's the most important job you have, because it is. It is the most important job you have, because what would be more important than finding peace and feeling joy and experiencing love and hearing truth? Our intuition is so powerful. It has saved my life multiple times. Multiple times my intuition has saved my life. And yet we make our own thoughts, our own limits more important. And like I said, we can do it and do it and do it until we realize that we're just jumping on these fucking hamster wheels of misery and generating misery over and over and over. And so what I really want to share with people is it's time to jump off. And that's why I want to make these videos every day. That's why I want to do my podcast. That's why I'm posting things on my website, because I want people to be their own guide by listening to their own intuition, which is the voice of spirit. However you call it. Like I was telling Cody today too, for so many years we were taught what to believe. It's in this book, it's in this way, you have to do this, you have to do that. Well, I don't actually believe in that. I believe that there's beauty in the Bible. I believe you can find a lot of connection in church, but it's not for everyone, and it doesn't have to be. There are multiple books out there that are beautiful. I can't, what's the word? I can't pronounce them very well, but the Bhagavad Gita, I know I always butcher that one. But there are so many beautiful things out there. The thing that I'm most drawn to right now is the indigenous culture and how they're so committed to listening to Creator and taking care of the earth and really honoring the divine feminine and partnering with the divine masculine. So my point is, don't limit don't limit your beliefs. Don't limit what the divine is, what the Creator is. Move beyond those limits and allow it to be what it's showing itself to you as.